Hey guys, and welcome to episode 17 of Zerganan's 1.5 Feed the Beast Let's Play Season 1. Today, I have been working on the Thaumcraft stuff, and I am going to touch on it a little bit, first thing, but, um, uh, but after that, I think we'll move on to something a little bit different. I've been sitting up here doing some research, and I finally got something that I really wanted. As you can see, I did quite a bit of research, found quite a few things, some really cool things that I haven't seen before. Mainly because of Thaumic Tinker. I've never played with that one, and some of the changes to Thaumcraft itself. So what I want to make is a thermometer. What this will do is it'll point me in the direction of a node, a magical aura node, and that really helps to know where my magic is in the world. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's go ahead and make one of these. So we need some gold and a water shard. So there's some gold, and we just grab some water shards. Now, now we also need 20V. So we're going to do this in the work table. This does not require the altar. Okay, so here, and I'm going to make 2, and I'll show you why. Okay, so now we have 2 of these. So what it'll do, if you hold it in your hand, it'll point to the nearest node. So in this case, it's kind of that way, and down. So let's see if we can find it. Looks like it's this way, and down, still farther this way up, and we passed it. It's up a little bit, so it might be somewhere right here. It's like right there. Like you can't see it in front of me, but watch. So I'm gonna take. You know what? I probably can't reach. Let's do this real quick because I wanna see um, how easily we would. Oh, you know what? I can just do this. That should be plenty of dirt. So let's find out exactly where it is. So it's right above us, basically. So it's like right here. Now let's see if it's higher. Yep, looks like it's still higher. Right there. And it's still a little bit higher. Okay. Okay, looks like it's right here, right? Kind of in the middle of these two. So we're going to see how accurate this is. Alright, so it's about kind of in the middle of those. Now what we can do, so we know that's where the node is, right? Now what we can do is look at our Thermonomicon. So we can see this will detect it. And now we can make the goggles of revealing. And what they do is they detect it, but they also let us see it. So we need 4 leather, 2 gold, and 2 thermometers. On top of that, we need 60 V. Now, the one that we have only holds 50. So where do we get a better wand? Well, we have to make the wand of the adept. To make that, we need a yellow, orange, green, and blue shard. So let's go ahead and get that. We already have some blue, green, yellow, and fire. Okay. Now I'm going to grab some of these too, but that's because we need the essence off of them, the aspects. Okay. So we need 16 magic, and let's see if we can do that. Oh, so what I need is I need a wand to turn into it. And so for right now, let's grab this one. Okay, because we need to use the V out of this one. So here, I believe it was yellow, red, is it blue and then green, or green and then blue? Okay, so now we need 16 of the magic, and we can get 6. Not quite 16, that's more of 18, but you know, unless I wanted to throw other aspects into the air, 2 more magic will do. And I had some buckets. I need to grab one. Okay, and we'll just wait and throw this in. Nope. Oh, it went in, and then I grabbed it, of course. So there we go. So that's in there. So let's see. Yep. Now we can take this wand out. So this one holds 250 V. Huge difference. So now what we should be able to do is we got those. We got the gold. And I'm going to need 2 more leather. Which I have. And this is why I hooked up the ME network. Because when you do Thaumcraft, you basically need all of your possessions, just because you're using them for research, for creating stuff, for using the aspects. So I need 8 Visum, 8 Mutatio, and 8 more magic, roughly. So let's see. Let's see if we can find something that might have 2 of them. So, no, maybe fire? Nope. I don't see any. I don't see it with magic and the. It has magic. No, that's not what I need either. Okay. So we're going to need netherwort, 8. We're going to need 2 of those. And Visum. A good way to get Visum is Quicksilver. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this wand that I just picked up, I'm going to put back in here. Because generally the recipes in here you don't need as much these. That went in. That goes in, and that goes in. Okay, so now we should be able to come up here. And goggles are revealing. Ta-da! Okay, so let's put them on. Immediately. You see that down at the bottom left? Now that's showing how much V is in this area. The F is flux. Okay, now flux is what creates the bad things that can happen. So now that we have the goggles, I want to show you a couple things that they can do besides tell us the exact number of V and flux that we have. They can also let us see the aura nodes, and you know what? We were right on the money. It's right where we thought it was. Now, this is just a regular ore node. Um, let's see if we can find another one here. Here's another one. That's just another regular aura node. Now you can see here 292. So there's 292 aura right here. And if we go right, there's where this one picks up, 278. So there's different types of aura nodes, and as we spot them, I'll go ahead and point them out when we're running around in the world. So one other thing that we can do with these goggles is, let's say we're making something like, let's see what we can make. What would be cool to make right now? That might be good. What this is it's a block that you can bind to other blocks, and it will act like more sides for that block. So you can say one of our furnaces, we can put an interface on top of this, and then we have the interface on the furnace plus the interface on top of this can both interact with the furnace. So let's go ahead and make one of these. So we need some redstone, an ender pearl, lapis, and the arcane stone. Let's go ahead and get lapis. And was it redstone or glowstone? Pick up both. And an ender pearl. And then we need those stone, which we made some earlier. So a lot of the things do, get used on multiple recipes. That, and I believe it was gold, and then the redstone, or was it this way? Maybe it was glowstone. This way? Okay, now I gotta figure it out. It was this here, infusion altar, lapis. I wasn't even close. Is it? Okay, now I'm really confused. Redstone? Okay, redstone and lapis. Why did I grab gold? There we go. So we need 6 machina and the 6 of the exchange, which again a good way to get the exchange is on seeds. So let's go ahead and get 6 there, and the machina is actually on redstone, and there's 2 on each. So that'll be the 6 and 6. And remember, I was showing you, telling you I wanted to show you something with the goggles were revealing. So we'll wait for this to heat up, and there it goes. So let's go ahead and throw in the redstone. And now if we look at it, now we can see exactly what's in there. There's 6 of the machina and 6 of the potentia. Oh, let's go ahead and pick those back up. Okay, so now those are the aspects that we need in the right ratio. You can see that there's extras now. Now with the goggles we can see the extras. So there we go. We have this. And so let me go downstairs in my base, find a good place for it, and I'll show you how it works. Okay guys, there's one more thing that I forgot to make, and that's here in Thaumanomicon. To use this, I actually need this tool right here in order to bind it to another block. So I need iron, a wand, and a beast shard. And I just happen to have those. And we'll go ahead and do that. I went ahead and dropped what I needed already into the cauldron. And there we go. Now one thing that I did want to show you is the effects of negative flux. Okay, that's that, or too much flux. That's that F that is showing there. So let me grab my wand, and we're gonna do something crazy. We're going to drop a whole bunch. Okay, look at all that. That's a lot of stuff. Now if we watch, we got a little bit of gunpowder out of that, but the flux should skyrocket. Let's wait a second. Okay, so now we have a really high flux. I had to move the cauldron over here. For some reason it wasn't affecting the node right here. Just like my wand's not recharging right here, and it is right here, the cauldron was doing the same thing. So now, with all this flux in the atmosphere, with that high flux, and with my wand recharging the way that it is, you can come over here and you can see that this thing's just going crazy. Ah. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Let's have some fun. There we go. So now this node is just going crazy. The flux is really rising. The ore is going down, and we should see signs of something any moment. And there it is. It's a wisp. Now these little buggers are nasty because they will fly around and really mess you up. I mean, they hit pretty good, and then if you're just trying to jump after them, I mean, sometimes they're really hard to catch. You really need flight. Okay, we hit them a couple times, and you can hear the noise that they make. You can always tell when there's a wisp nearby. See what I mean? Even with flight, because they push you away every time they shock you. He's hiding next to the creepers. Ah! How did they get up there? We almost have him. Of course, he almost has us. Okay, there we go. Finally got him. So now he gave us some wispy essence. And if you look, this has the soul and then the flux. So different wisps are going to give you different essence if you kill them. Some of them are more hostile than others, and that's about it. But they do spawn from high amounts of flux. Now there are some ore nodes that produce flux naturally, and they will spawn wisps. One last thing I wanted to do was on my head. I wanted to put in this. It connects up my Thaumcraft goggles to show nearby aura values. Unfortunately, it does not show the nodes, so we still have to have a set of goggles for that. But I did go ahead and make a holograph emitter, and so now we have that installed. So now if we put our helmet back on, now we can see the aura and the flux. We can't see the nodes, right? So if we go back over here to where we know this node is, we can't see it. However, we can still make another pair of goggles just to see them. This will help us running around. So what I was saying earlier about the block, about this block here, is I want it to be attached to one of these furnaces, right? But I don't want it visible if it's possible. If I don't have to have it right next to the block, which I'm not sure. I mean the description is just a little vague. I need to put the shovel tool on this, I think. Okay, so now we have that cleaned up. Let's go ahead and put this block here, and then we're going to bind that with, or say, this block here. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's actually, let me do this. I want it to be the top, and I don't know if that makes a difference. So let's get the stuff out of here, and we'll go ahead and break this, and we'll put it right here, and this will tell us, you know, if it's working right. So now that's on top, and we want to put all this back in here. Now obviously the MA network, we do have to run the cabling. MA cable. And we'll just run it in like that. Okay, so now that's saying that it should throw it into here if I request some. So let's request, well, let's just look at the charcoal. Let's see if charcoal's going in here. Wood is still going in. So even though we moved it over here, wood is still going in here. That's pretty awesome. So what you could technically do is you could just have a bunch of these blocks and all of your machines set up wherever you want it. And we can set them up upstairs. And we can just have a network of these down here in our basement that say these things automatically go into these machines. So we'd still have the machines upstairs for us to use. And we'd still have the automation. We just wouldn't have to make multiple machines. So let's go ahead and play around with that idea, and let's figure out what we're going to do next. Hey guys, I'm in the Nether right now. I'm running low on one resource, and that's this white stuff, Nether quartz. So I had a crazy idea, and I talked about it a few episodes back, about what I could do to get an excess of Nether quartz, and the Netherrack doesn't hurt either. I only need so much. So what I'm doing is I'm here in the Nether, and I have this hole that goes all the way up. Now bedrock in the Nether is on the top. I don't know if there's one on the bottom too. Normally you run into lava way before you would run into the bedrock. But in this case, the bedrock's at the top, and I have here. What's that? Let's see how this crazy idea works. I'm going to, before I set anything down, okay, so I should be able to set the quarry down. I'm going to quarry the nether. And I just have to go collect my markers. And, see, I can't see the top of this, which scares me. I wonder if I'm going to have to set it down 1 or 2 blocks. I tried to account for that with a couple of blocks for the height, but I don't know if it's going to work or not. So let's do this first. Actually, we should be safe to set down power, because it's going to have to build the frame, and that'll tell us whether or not there's a problem, is if it can build the frame. I wonder if we can clear out... ooh, see, that's what I thought. That was the problem right there. So it does need to come... I am going to have to bring it down 1. So let's pick this back up. And we'll break the quarry. And that should reset all of that. Okay, so now we have that. We should be able to set down the power. Set it to base power. That'll start going. It's going to clear out what it needs. As long as we don't have any underlying bedrock, then we should be okay. I can't tell whether or not it's doing what it's supposed to. Yep, looks like it's still going. Okay. So while that's going, we're not going to get any of that netherrack, which is fine. That's fine. I wasn't really worried about that. We're going to set down our input chest. We're just going to go out of here and into the input chest. And this is the same chest that I have the other quarry set to. So anything we throw in here is automatically going to get sucked into our AE network. Now we just throw the stuff that we don't need. We don't need that anymore. Don't need the arrows. And so we'll give this a second, and I want to make sure that this quarry actually sets up. So I'll be back when it looks like it's about to start. Okay guys, as you can see, it's starting to build the frame here. We'll go ahead and let this finish. It's taking off all the lights that I had put down. Clean that up. So I'm gonna let this go ahead and run. I do have problems every now and then with it hitting lava like this. And it's just one of those things that the quarry's not meant to handle lava. So whenever I hit that, I'll just have to manually fix it. I may have to replace the quarry, but that's something I can easily do by just flying back up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this get started. See what kind of income we start to get. I wonder how fast this is gonna mine netherrack. Let's wait and give it a second. I want to see how fast it's gonna go through it. Wow, that's pretty quick. And then it stopped. Why did it stop? That's odd. I wonder if that's how this size quarry works? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm here and it's messing it up. Maybe it's because it's a nether and it's messing it up. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Yeah, see, now that's even weirder. I'll have to keep an eye on it, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Okay, it looks like it's following a pattern of some sort. I couldn't tell you what it is, but it is picking up all the ores. It's actually bypassing like a lot of this and picking up the ores. So, and in some spots it's still digging down. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's reading something from the overworld, and that's what's making it do this. Maybe it thinks the overworld terrain is shaped like this, but I don't know. I guess that's one thing. Quarries probably weren't built for the nether. But I mean, who would before Natura or before the uh, the Nether quartz and the other ores from the Nether? Who would have quarried out the Nether? So okay, guys, it is that wrapping up time. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. And with that, I will see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Everyone counts. And feel free to leave any comments on any of the videos. I do try to read them all, and if I can, respond. And with that, I will see you guys later.